Right. So I'm going to show you the exact roadmap to follow to actually hit 10K a month as a copywriter. Then I'm going to show you how to actually execute on that roadmap so that you actually hit your goal. And no, there is no gatekeeping in this video. I'm not going to pitch you anything the whole time. This is it. All right. I want to help you guys. This is the roadmap that you should follow exactly. And what you'll find is it's probably not at all what you're expecting. And it has kind of little to do with copy. So hope you're ready. I'm going to give you the truth. So let's begin. So your goal, right, is to make 10K a month as a copywriter. Now, what you must understand is if you want to make money, someone has to give it to you. And you take their money by adding 10K a month in value to the marketplace. That is how you actually make money. You don't do it by trying to like jit people or some crazy sales tactics. You must add 10K a month in value to the marketplace, at least, in order to receive 10K a month. Why would anyone pay you that much money if you can't actually make that much money for the marketplace? So that is step number one, is understanding what your goal actually means. So how do we add value to the marketplace? That brings us to number two. You see, it's very simple when you realize it. So there are conditions in the market which cause a problem for the market, which causes pain. So what we must do as copywriters is we must solve that problem, which gets rid of the pain and creates value. So for instance, if I was to snap my fingers right now and give you 5 clients and you were making $8,000 to $10,000 per month with copywriting, how much pain would be alleviated? You wouldn't have to go to school anymore. You wouldn't be broke anymore. Your parents would respect you. Your friends would respect you. You would respect yourself. All that pain is gone if I just solve that problem for you immediately. And so that is how value is created, is by alleviating pain, by solving problems. And so if we look at our niche of our market here, this is our market, our niche of people that we're trying to serve. So people who need copy, right, in your instance. All of these pain pockets form. There's all this pain inside the market. And this is because conditions in the niche have caused people in that niche to have a big problem. This problem is causing lots of pain. And because people in the niche share these similar conditions, the exact same pockets of pain occur across the entire niche. So we can create loads of value in the market by alleviating pain through solving the problem for our niche. Let me give you guys a very concrete example that will resonate with you. So this is in my niche, right? I help copywriters. And so this is the market conditions. Let me know if this sounds like you, right? A teenager who wants to get rich. They see Andrew Tate's TikToks or YouTube videos. They buy his $50 course to get rich. They get sold on copywriting being their ticket out of the matrix. But then the course failed to teach them how to actually get good or how to actually get clients. Now they're sad. And these market conditions form a brand new problem, which is you have no clue how to get clients. You think you're okay at copy when in reality you're absolutely terrible. Sorry. But the real problem is you don't know how to get clients. And so the pain caused by this problem is you're still broke, you still have to go to a job you hate, and you're still ashamed of your lack of progress, and you feel like a failure on most days, right? So these conditions, what you got to understand, these conditions that are in the marketplace don't just affect you. This exact same little process of pain pocket exists across the whole niche. So there are 1,000 of you. If you just read this and you're like, dang, that's pretty close. That's pretty close to what happened to me. That's pretty close to why I'm watching this video. You're not alone. There's probably like 1,000 views on this video, right? So there's 1,000 times of this pain pocket. So like this exact same pocket, the exact experiences that caused this problem that's causing the pain you have is not just you. It's across the whole market. You see how crazy this is? And so if you want to make 10K a month, right, we have to figure out how do we find and solve these pain pockets? Because what's cool is if you can solve this problem for one person in a niche and it completely eradicates this pain pocket. So let's say you choose this and you solve it. Bro, you just unlock the cheat code. You just do that for every other person. Once you solve it once, you can solve it again, right? Like once you know how to do simple addition, once you know 2 + 2 = 4, you can just solve that same problem over and over again and over, like instantly. So think about when you were in school and you would memorize that, 5 times 5 is 25. Like that first time you had to figure it out probably took you forever. But now once you see that problem anytime again for the rest of your whole life, you just know how to solve it instantly. This is how people make like millions per month, guys. This is how I'm making 60K a month. It's because I solved this problem for myself of getting clients, and now I just help people do it because you guys have the exact same conditions, okay? So how do we find and solve these pain pockets? That's the next question. So let's check it out. So step 3, we add value by solving the niche's problem, which alleviates their pain caused by that problem, which we just talked about. So you solve the problem, pain goes away, value is created. You're filling up that pain pocket that's in the market. You're filling it up. You're solving the problem. So what are the components of value? Well, first, we need a niche. Then we need a problem, and then an offer, then an outreach system, and then a solution. So the first step is picking a niche. And this, guys, this is overcomplicated in every single business model ever, but it's not that hard, okay? You just need to simplify it. So the first step is, do they have money? Obviously, your niche cannot be homeless people, bro. You're not going to make any money, but most people have enough money to pay you. If you're targeting businesses, most of them have money. But pick a niche that has money. So don't pick like newspapers, right? It's just a bad niche. But almost every niche you can think of, like dropshipping, SMMA, people selling school courses, like all these people have money, okay? So do they have money? Next, are you interested or passionate about the niche? This is one that people overlook. But dude, if you want to have fun, you got to pick a niche that you're passionate about. So my niche, when I first started copywriting, was YouTubers looking to sell info products, or in the very first stages of selling info products. Like that was the people that I helped, and I loved them because I had just came from that. I was a YouTuber who made like $7,000 over the course of a year, which is really sad, selling an info product. But that's what got me interested in copy, and that's the people that I wanted to serve. And is there enough people that you can find them easily? This is like to help us with outreach later on. So 25 to 50 people a day. Most of you guys are going to think, I can't find that many people. You're just freaking lazy, okay? It's not that hard. If you spent all day looking for people in a niche, could you find 25 to 50? This applies to almost every single niche, okay? It's not that hard. Most of them should check this. But don't reach out to like YouTubers selling Pokemon trading cards merch. Like don't do something stupid. I mean, come on, just use your brain, right? And so the intersection of they have money, they're easy to locate, and they have a decent size, and you're interested in it, that is the perfect niche. So a little caveat though, is the best niche is the one you stick to for 2 years. And the worst niche is the one you just started in. So we're going to learn a little bit later how all this stuff ties together and how you really make money by gaining understanding in each of these value components. The longer you're with a niche, the more you understand them. I plan on being with a copywriting niche for the next 5 years. I plan on knowing you guys better than you could ever know yourself and solving every one of your problems just religiously, right? And that's how I'm going to crush everyone. It's because I don't plan on leaving. And so like it takes a while though. I've been working with copywriters, and I have been a copywriter for over a year now, and I'm still learning stuff every single day that's brand new about the niche. So once you have a niche, do not spend more than 2 days on this, okay? Just think about it, spend like a couple hours brainstorming, and then just pick one, okay? Just pick one. It's not that hard. Next is finding a big problem. So this is probably the biggest step that you guys completely screw up. If you get this right, you will make a ton of money. Actually, this is for my paid guys. Let me delete that. Sorry. So finding a big problem. First, what is your niche's latent conditions? What I mean by that is you need to know every single thing you possibly can about your niche. What are their dreams? What are their desires? What are their fears? What are their failures? What are the conditions that they already have? Like you just need to understand their mind. What are they feeling? Like what are they struggling with? What does their day-to-day look like? Like you need to put yourself in the mind of your niche. And the more you do this, the more money you will make. I promise you. And then you need to ask yourself, once you have a good understanding of like, who are they? And you do this just by freaking researching, guys. Like go look at the stuff that they watch. Go ask them questions. Like just DM somebody in your niche. Be like, hey, I'm wanting to start a bit, or don't even say that. Just be like, hey, can I ask you some questions? I'm doing a research paper on people doing XYZ. And say, even pay them, bro. If you have to pay someone $100 to ask them questions for an hour, dude, that will make you thousands on the back end. Thousands. So what is your niche's latent conditions? What's funny is in a coaching call, one of our guys has an e-com store. Like he's in Copy Elite, and he has an e-com store. He actually sells amazing clothes. You've probably seen him on some of my raw videos. But shout out to you, Trevor. But we asked him, like, dude, what do you think is a huge problem for clothing e-commerce stores? And this dude says something like communicating with supplier, like constant like supplier and finding supplier and communication. It's like if you were to ask any of my copywriting goobers, oh, what would you reach out to an e-com store? They'd be like, oh, landing page doesn't look good. Like you see how you have to actually understand these people because their problems they have is not what you think. It's really not. And so if you want to actually solve their problems with copy, You got to figure out what the frick the problem actually is, because you don't really know. You can't just say, hey, I'm going to make you some money, because every goober and their grandmother is reaching out on Instagram saying, hey, I can scale you to this XYZ, even though I have 50 followers and no results. Like, guys, you're not going to land clients like that. Don't listen to people telling you to do that information either, right? Like, those gurus they're just disconnected from reality. Right. So what are the big problems that they have? You need to figure out, go ask your niche. What problems do you struggle with? If I could snap my fingers and solve something for you, what would be the first thing that comes to your mind? And then also, what do they think is their biggest problem? So for instance, I'll give you guys examples in a second. Most people, what they think is their biggest problem is not actually their biggest problem, but that's what you have to sell them on. So for like, when I'm selling copywriters, most of you guys think, oh, I'm pretty good at copy. Like, you think you're decent. You know you could be better, but you think you're pretty good. In reality, you're absolutely terrible for the most part, right? You have no clue how to actually sell someone, but you think you think you do. And this was me. This was me when I first started. I thought I was good, even though I'd written like 5 emails. I was like, I'm a killer. Ignorance. But you guys say, I just need clients. You just want clients. That's what you want so bad. You hear the word clients and it just rings in your head. You're like, money, right? But when we talk about mindset, you're like, the frick is that woo-woo garbage? If I made a video on how to work on your mindset, bro, it would get like 100 views, because you guys don't care. Even though this is your problem, you're like, mindset is your problem, honestly. You don't care. This is not what you think is your problem. You're like, what the frick is that woo-woo garbage? So figure out what your niche thinks is their biggest problem. So for instance, why does my landing page, or why is my offer, I will guarantee you 3 to 5 clients? Because I know that's what you want. That's the problem that you guys want solved, and that's what I help you solve. So you have to find the big problem. Step 3, once you have your niche, who you're going to serve, you figured out what is their problem. Step 3 is creating a killer offer. An offer is not your services or your pricing or your product, whatever. An offer is how you position your product or services in the niche. So how do you position it? So an offer is benefit driven. It's specific and it's confident. Once again, latent conditions. You make your offer based on your niche. So like, if you don't know your niche, you're never going to create a compelling offer. You're literally just shooting in the dark. So you guys who are trying to sell people on your copywriting services, and you're like, oh, I can do copy for you. Bro, do you see how that's never, like, yes, it works, okay? Like, yes, it can work, but like, you don't have a repeatable system to make money. You're never going to hit 10K a month, like, without really understanding this stuff. So yeah, latent conditions. Understand your niche's latent conditions. Based on those, you can create a killer offer. So look at these examples. So I could sell a copywriting course and coaching. Boring, right? When I first started, I was trying to help people become a master copywriting. I was like, one-on-one copywriting coaching. That was my offer. Do you see how boring and not benefit driven and unspecific that is? Versus now, my offer is signed 3 to 5 paying copywriting clients in the next 120 days, guaranteed. This is backed by a legally binding contract, right? And so now, if anyone trusts me, this is a no-brainer for them, because they're like, this is perfect. That's exactly what I want. I want 3 to 5 clients in the next couple months, and guaranteed, that's amazing, right? It's a no-brainer offer. And when I would do this for clients that I was reaching out to for copywriting, I do the exact same thing. I would figure out, what is their problem really? Like, what is their big problem that they think? And I would ask them. And then I would tell them, like, I would pitch them, hey, I can help you get this exact thing, solve this exact problem in this time frame, guaranteed, or your money back. That's what I told my people when I would sell them on the copywriting calls. So this is also one of my one-on-one students. Shout out to you, Maxing. But look at his offer that we've helped craft and create, and we're still working on. But this is going to be a good example. Exclusively for entrepreneurs above 10K per month. Book 30 to 100 qualified appointments with hot leads in the next 120 days using our YouTube AI targeting funnel, guaranteed. We literally don't pay. Without spending on ads, without having to go viral, with just 1 hour a week, without creating content you hate. So this offer is not just, we'll help you set up a YouTube funnel. It's like, do you see how benefit driven it is? Like, you get the exact thing you want in this time frame, guaranteed. Now, obviously, we're still working on this and testing it, so it's not perfect. But yeah, you see how this offer is different from just, hey, let me do your email. Like, bro, come on, guys. It's got to be benefit driven. Like, if it does not increase pain and confidence, then they're never going to buy from you. Like, they need to have pain. that like their problem is creating tons of pain, and then they need to have confidence that you can actually solve it, and then they'll buy. That's all you need to get someone to take action. But if you don't have that, like you're shot. So once you have a niche, who you're serving, you've found a big problem for that niche, and then you're creating a killer offer to actually show them, hey, here's my offer, and they have that problem, and you have confidence, they will buy. But now we need an outreach system. So it's like, actually I'll leave that there. First, where can you find your niche? Like, where can you access them? So whether it be Instagram, YouTube, whatever. I use YouTube to source my leads. I think it's phenomenal. But it's like, how can you find them? Who are they watching? What lists are they subscribed to? What platform are they on? Where are they going to be? So if you're reaching out to e-com store owners, like, where are they, right? Who are they watching? What comment section are they in? Who are they following on Instagram? You can go to Instagram, find somebody who's coaching those kind of people, and then go to their followers, right? It's going to be a massive breeding ground for your niche. Then how can you get their attention? It's like, what do you use to get their attention for the first time? So whether that be like your email subject line or you're sending a video on Instagram, like you have to get their attention, and you got to think outside the box. And the problem is, I have outreach systems like this one right here, Have I Outreach 2.0, that I give to my coaching guys. Once again, this is not a sales pitch. The issue is that I cannot give you this system because I already tried that. What I did was I had a free course back in the day where you could pretty much just, it's in my description of all my old videos. It's not there anymore. Don't go looking for it. But I gave people my outreach system, and then thousands of you guys just crappily abused it. Like, you took no effort, you didn't change anything, you ruined it. Because it's like a song, right? It's a stimulus. Imagine hearing your favorite song for the first time. It sounded incredible. It was so stimulating. But once you've heard that same song 1,000 times, you're gonna blow your brains out. You don't want to hear it. So the same goes for getting people's attention. If I give you guys a subject line, you're just gonna ruin it. Because guess what? Now everyone sends that subject line to everyone, and it's no longer useful. So you have to get creative. The reason I hit 10K a month with copywriting is because I made my own system from scratch. I didn't copy anyone. I made it from scratch. Based off of this, is how do you get their attention? What can I say based on my niche's latent conditions? This is niche dependent. I can't just give you guys a subject line that works for every single niche. You got to think, what is going to get the attention of my niche? Then how can you increase the pain, confidence, and curiosity in your actual outreach? So like, how do you increase the pain they feel by talking about the problem that they have? How do you increase the confidence they have that you could solve it? And how do you increase the curiosity to actually want to learn more? Once again, this is all based on latent conditions. If you understand your niche, bro, you can do this. Like when I send outreaches to you guys, like on Instagram, when I send like my video messages for my Instagram inbound system, what do I say? I literally say, hey, what's up? First name, it's KJ here. Want to make this quick video just to tell you, like, bro, I want to ask you to see if you're a copywriter. If you are a copywriter, dude, we have an insane opportunity. We just launched a brand new outreach system that's crushing right now for our guys. Do you see how like I have it tailored to exactly what you want to hear? Because you want an outreach system. Because your problem, you think, is getting clients. So I've tailored it perfectly to you. I don't say anything about anything else. I talk about an outreach system because you're like, oh, that sounds incredible. I want that, right? Latent conditions. Understand your niche. Understand your niche. And then four, how can you systemize the process and add volume without losing quality of outreach? So once you're doing like the most, like, you have a completely personalized outreach system and it's working, like, yeah, you might only be able to send like 5 to 10 outreaches a day because they're super personalized and super in depth and you're figuring it out. Once you have it that works, once you know that thing works, then you can start systemizing it. It's like, how do you create templates? How do you create processes that you can just follow and add volume without losing the quality of the outreach? You have to start with quality first, that you know that it works. Then once you have a system that you know works, even if it takes a lot of effort, then you can work on getting rid of the effort. So like, you can hire VAs. Like some of the guys in like Copy Elite have VAs that like run their lead sourcing. Like it's crazy. Like you can just hire VAs to take care of lead sourcing, hire VAs to actually send the messages. That way you're only doing what really matters. And so, yeah, it's pretty sick. Pretty sick. So that's kind of how it works. In step 3 is you have these value components, and we're going to go like over solution, in a bit, but really the solution is just like use copy to solve their problem. So if you promise them to get them an extra whatever clients through this whatever, then just set up that funnel. And that's honestly, dude, the solution is the easiest part. And I've given you guys videos on how to make everything. Like you have videos on sales pages, via sales, all of it. Just use my videos. And then number 4 is initial conditions. Like this is patient zero. So you think back to the you know what that happened in 2021 or 2020, whatever. No, 2020. Yeah. Or think about any kind of like zombie like shows or movies. There's always like one person who gets infected. And once the virus or the whatever finds that one person, it just duplicates across the whole freaking population. So it's all about finding patient zero. It's like once you pick your niche, you lock that in and just stick with it, okay? Just pick a niche and stick with it. Now, all you need to do is find patient zero. Like, so going back to this, if you can solve that one, if you can find this one pain pocket that exists and you can solve it, then that means you can just do it over and over again and make tons of money. You just print money. And so what you do first is you must understand the niche's latent conditions. That is number 1. The more you understand your niche, like if you imagine that you're serving the e-commerce niche, like you niche down even further, like e-commerce people selling clothing or whatever, TikTok, I don't know. Imagine you lived with that person. Imagine it was your brother who was running that business. Think about how well you would know that person. Think about how well you'd understand the niche. You know their problems exactly. You know exactly what like triggers their emotion. You'd be able to acquire clients in that niche easily. So understand the latent conditions. 2, figure out the big problem. Then 3, create an offer that is irresistible based on these 2 things. And then 4, build an outreach system. And so what you need to do is like, you're doing all this just to find patient zero. And so you're trying to find this pain pocket. You don't know where it is. You're searching blind, but you've got to find it. And as soon as you find it, bro, you can scale easily. Like this is the hardest part. This is why when people get to 10K a month, like I did, like it took me freaking 4 years to get to 10K a month, like from starting my entrepreneurship journey. But when I finally figured that out, I hit 30, then 50, and then 60. Now I've done 60K for the past 3 months consistently because like, I just found this, like I just scale it. And so what you do is you test. So you find latent conditions, you come up with a big problem, you come up with an offer, and you come up with a system, and you just test it, just run it. When you run it, like when you send the outreaches and you get responses, you analyze the results. And then this is like says modules for my coaching guys, but for you, just watch my videos. Or just honestly, you don't have to watch the videos, just analyze results. Go watch me, go watch Charlie Morgan, go watch Alex Mosey, go watch Sam Owens, watch people who are teaching you actual principles of business, and then make improvements and then retest. If you do this over and over again, you will find the pain pocket. You will find one. And once you find one and you solve it, bro, you can just duplicate it. And so this is so, so key. And a good outreach system, like outbound, for you, if you're doing like high value outreach, it should be like 5%. So if you send 100 outreaches, you should get 5 booked calls from it. But if you're just spamming people without any real personalization, or if you just have like a normal outreach system, it should be 2%, maybe even less. Like I highly, like the more personalized you get with outreach, the better it will do, because it's so easy to send unpersonalized outreach. So everyone does it. And if you want insane results, you have to go above and beyond. So think about Mr. Beast, okay? Mr. Beast's YouTube videos, let's say his YouTube videos are 10 times better than everyone else's. So they're 10 times better than everyone else's videos. You realize that like he does not get 10 times the views. He doesn't. He gets 1,000 times the views. That's the same goes for outreach. If your outreach is 10 times better, it's 10 times more personalized, it's 10 times more like potent to their actual problem, you're not going to get 10 times the results. You're going to get 1,000 times the results, because you're going to capture the market. So this is what's so important. I call it the best effect, and people want the best. So if you are the best outreach that they see, bro, it's crazy the responses like some of my coaching guys get to their outreach. They're like, dang, bro, I don't need the service right now, but this outreach is freaking crazy. Like I respect it. Like they get that all the time because it's that good. And so once you find this patient zero, like when you find this one pocket and you solve it and like value is created, bro, you just copy it. Like you just run it. Like you just when you find this thing, just run it like crazy. Start going in insane volume. So when you solve the problem, pain is alleviated, which means value is created. And if we come back up to the goal, what was our goal, right? Add 10K a month in value to the marketplace. This is how it works. Is this crazy or what, guys? So now that you know this, you're probably a little bit overwhelmed, but that's fine. Just watch this video back over and over again because this is it, guys. Don't go watching their video from some goober on like how to find Instagram clients and just watch this. This is how you make the money, okay? This is how all those people selling you are making their money, is by understanding these concepts. How do you actually execute it? So let's go over cyborg level execution. When I made this video or when I made this training, I was like, you know what? It's not good enough if I just show you the stuff because most of you won't even do it. So I need to show you how to actually do the stuff, right? So how to actually do the things I just showed you. So for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So actions lead to results. That sounds simple enough. But what you need to understand is most of you guys are starting with the actions. You have to reverse engineer. You're not getting the results you want because you're doing the wrong actions. So we need to reverse engineer the actions we want or we need to take based on the result that we want and then just do them. So let me show you how to do this. This is exactly how I've hit all my goals and how I plan on hitting my new goals. So you have a goal. It's 10K a month, right? Next, you have the problems and priorities. So what are the problems you need to solve to actually hit that goal? And so the best way I like to do this is to use the antithesis question. So if I never wanted to hit my goal, what would I make sure that I never did? So if you're trying to make money, what would you never do, right? Well, you would never get traffic, you'd never send outreach, and you would never sell something, right? If you wanted to ensure that you never made money, you would just avoid any kind of traffic source and avoid having any kind of offer and product, right? It sounds silly, but a lot of you guys have neither of these things. You have no offer and no traffic. You're not sending any outreach. So how are you ever going to make money, bro? Ever. That's it. So by using the opposites, we can find what we actually need to do. So if we just send a lot of outreach and sell something and iterate on both of these, you will make money. So based on those problems, you figure out what your problems are and which priorities you need to focus on. Now bring them down into macro actions. So it's learn a skill, learn copywriting, pick a niche, create an offer, build an outreach system. So we just went over why this is the right things you should be doing. Now you need to actually do these things. But how? How do you do them? Well, it's by breaking each one down into micro actions. So it's pick a niche, right? This is for you guys don't have the niche module, but go watch Charlie Morgan. He has a lot of great videos on picking a niche. You can do it for free. Don't buy my stuff. Go watch his free stuff. It's freaking good. So go watch his free videos on how to pick a niche, brainstorm a niche for 1 hour, watch his videos, watch Charlie Morgan's video again whilst thinking of ideas, and then pick a niche. Just do it. Boom, now it's done. And so these micro actions help you check off the macro actions. And the macro actions solve the problems, which give you the goal. This is how you make money, guys. And so same thing here is if you want to create an offer, go watch free videos on creating offers. Look it up, how to create an offer. Go read $100 million offers. I read that book 6 times before I made any money because it took forever for me to get it. So then once you have the macro actions, and these are in alignment with the macro, it's these micro help you solve the macro, and then the macro solves the problem, this is when you're about to make a lot of money. Now you just need to actually do them. So I use a warm app. This is from Charlie Morgan. I don't think I can give it to you guys because I got this from him. So I think he might have got this from Sam Ovens though. So just make something similar, okay? So you just have a 2024 dashboard which shows you your whole calendar for the whole year. So you want a big kind of yearly look at this thing. And for those of you guys who are gremlins who are going to ask for this in the comments, once again, I just said I can't give it to you because I don't know if I can. Just make your own, okay? And if you see someone asking for the comments, go link them this timestamp and say, don't be a gremlin, do some work. And it'll be funny. So yeah, this is it. You just want to have a yearly kind of setup. And what you can do is you can add in a key over here and say, okay, picking niche. And then you just color these days for picking your niche. Pretty cool. And then go to the month, and you want to have month by month tabs where you just type in the big micro actions that you're doing that day. So you have macro actions here, micro actions here, and have the macros be here. So for instance, mine is building out version 3 of my program. And so that's my main objective for this entire month. That's all I'm doing. I'm actually not even the whole program, just for one course in the program, I'm building it. So I'm build out thing here. And that's what I'm doing every single day is in micro actions, build out this module, work on this thing. And so the micro leads to the macro and helps you actually get your goal. So once you have somewhere to actually put this, you can make your own Excel sheet, or you can just make something else to help you. It's time to remove distractions, because if you have distractions, you're not going to do the freaking crap, right? So the first step is a flip phone. This is the exact flip phone that I bought and I had for 2 years. Okay, get a flip phone. If you can't do this, well, enjoy staying poor. Honestly, I'm tired of sugarcoating it. If you can't just buy a flip phone for $20, enjoy being poor for the rest of your life. You cannot control your urge to look at your smartphone. Next, on your computer, here is my home screen. It needs to be stupid clean. And if you go to open something, close it if you're done with it. You'll notice that I do not have Discord open here. I do not have Slack. I do not have anything besides the stuff that I'm working on. I have my chill music in my Google Chrome. And on Google Chrome, I only have the war map and the thing I'm working on. There's no other tabs open. I only open tabs if I need them to complete the task. Guys, you cannot get distracted. If you get distracted, you're fricked. This is an app that my biohacking coach got me that I actually really enjoy. You guys can check it out if you want. It's called Brick. The way it works is there's this physical brick, and when you scan it with your phone on the Brick app, it will lock out any apps that you do not want to be able to get to. Like, you literally can't click on them. They're grayed out. And the only way to undo it is to actually go back to the physical brick and unlock it. It's like I'll put my phone into brick mode and go to the gym, and I cannot access anything besides a notepad so I can capture video ideas. And if I want to get out of that, I can't. I have to come back home and unlock it. So this is really good for productivity, but honestly, just get a flip phone. Come on, guys. I had that for years. It's the best way to do it. If I didn't have a team, I would still have a flip phone, but that's kind of hard to do. And then execute consistently. So this was my calendar. It's a lot cleaner than this now. I've got rid of a lot, but you need to plan out your day. Every day, plan out, I have this thing to do at this time, right? And so that way you know what you're doing and you have time. So if you have school and stuff, that's fine. You have hours that you can work on. And if you don't believe me, then check your screen time and feel humbled, because you probably have 4 hours of screen time. You're like, I don't have any time. Yeah, because you're on freaking TikTok. You're watching these videos instead of doing any work. So yeah, execute consistently. When you can execute on this roadmap, you will hit 10K a month. I freaking promise you, because I have students who are going crazy and they're just signing 4-figure clients every week. It's nuts. Okay, so it's just very possible, but you have to do this and put in the work. So if you enjoyed the video, then good. Don't do anything. Don't subscribe. Don't like. Just enjoy it and go do the work. Okay. Love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.